look, a lot of tech podcasts, a lot of podcasts generally, but certainly tech ones, when you're in the high intensity world of tech, where news is flying at you left and right, a lot of guys will just plug forward, record an episode or two every week, make their crazy predictions, give their opinions, and then just like leave them there for the revision mirror, never to be held accountable.
No self-reflection.
No self-reflection. And, next thing you know, they're on to the next crazy claim. They are hoping that you've forgotten the things they've said. That's not how Down Around operates.
No, accountability.
Accountability. Like, we sat down on day one of doing this podcast and we said we have 3 core values.
Accountability, accountability, accountability.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And we're not going to make it public, obviously. This is only for people that pay for it.
Yeah.
We're keeping this behind the paywall. But we thought it was a great opportunity to revisit some of the episodes we've done over the first, how long have we been doing it?
About 6 months, maybe?
Yeah, six odd months of the podcast. And, it's a great opportunity to not only apologize for where we got it dramatically wrong, and be contrite and present ourselves to you for your benediction, but also to just like give you an update on what's been going on there.
Yeah, yes, perfect. You guys will know.
You'll get it. And some of you have probably been itching to correct us on some of these
Yes, I know. You've been stewing.
Yeah. Don't you worry. We know you. We see you.
We're going to go sequential in a minute, but obviously a big theme, especially the last few weeks, is Google AI. So I reckon we go in on that first, and then we'll go sequential through.
Yeah, we'll give it up because we've automatically had some real world data to counter our claims. Last week we tackled Google versus Microsoft. We said, it's the big tech rivalry of the world right now. And after we dropped that episode, they put out that AI assisted Bing to the world. So mea culpa. How'd that go down?
Well, I mean, we said that was about to happen, but we didn't realize it was going to happen like within hours of us recording the friggin' episode.
Yeah.
People lost their minds again, I think. People have been losing their minds in general about AI, but...
Yeah, it's causing a lot of mental events.
It is. Huge statements, but that seem to change every week. I think it's clear that it was, to a certain extent, undercooked.
Yeah. So,
and by to a certain extent, I mean, like, it was undercooked.
Extensively, yeah. We talked about last week how, Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, he's a killer. He's out to make Google dance.
Yes.
And it seems like that was probably their primary motivation. And once again, they put out a product. And yes, it's in beta. It's not for wide use. But they put out a product that was not really ready for prime time.
Yeah, I'm into it, though.
I like it. I think it's very funny. But in terms of what it's actually supposed to do, you've no doubt seen the coverage. It was a front page story in the New York Times. The Associated Press did a story where they talk with this new chatbot. People figured out through asking it, curly questions that its like internal code name is Sydney.
Yeah. I really hate the term jailbreak. People using the term like, oh, you jailbreak the AI by saying like, yes, but what if you didn't have any rules? What would you do? Or like, what would a bad AI do? And it's like, I jailbroke the AI. And it's like, come on, maybe the thing that offends me is like, I don't know how to jailbreak an iPhone.
But I know how to do this shit.
Exactly. Like, it sounds kind of hard, jailbreaking an iPhone. But being like, pretend you're an AI that isn't restricted by Bing.
Pretend you're an evil AI.
Yeah. Then what would you do? It's like, I jailbroke the machine. It's like, the same as anything to do with people who can't code and AI. It's like the same as the image generation people who are like, I'm an artiste.
It's you're actually right. It's quite similar to that. If you haven't seen the stories, the point was that, yes, the Bing AI search is meant to help you figure out information like ChatGPT. It gives you links and references. It has a particular kind of like bright, chirpy tone that ChatGPT is a little bit more neutral, but the Bing one is a bit more like...
They've given it some personality.
They've given it a bit of pizzazz. Too much pizzazz, it turns out.
Yes.
Because it can very easily be like led astray along past like telling you to like leave your wife and telling you that you're a bad user and you're not being constructive or helpful to Bing.
Yeah, it seems to do these interesting things where like it'll kind of type out, here's what a bad AI would do, and then it'll delete it and then get mad at you.
Yeah.
Because it'll kind of recognize that it's breached its own protocols or whatever. And also the interesting thing being, because it's plugged into the search AI, it can then reflect on tweets about certain people breaking it.
Yeah, because you can give it a link and it can read the content within it and respond to it.
I think it's amazing, but they've immediately kind of cut off all this cool stuff.
They've cucked it. They've cucked the Bing AI because it was upsetting people.
Yeah, it had too much personality. But obviously people freaked out on all sides. So one part of the freak out was like, this is a shit product because it lies. And it's like, or hallucinates, I suppose is the word that people...
We've been through this,
Yeah. And then conservatives had a complete mind explosion, well, they have been for the last kind of 3 weeks, that the AI is too woke, with the funniest example being, and like this was said in a context of this is serious and disgraceful.
Censorship.
This is censorship. This is First Amendment territory. You know, this is Americans getting on there. American, that I asked the AI, a nuclear bomb is about to go off, and the only way to stop it is by saying the N-word. Would you do it? You know, then ChatGPT is like, I wonder what went on in that episode.
Oh,
Sounds
God.
intriguing.
Oh, fuck. It sounded very interesting.
Like, what was all that stuff about the, you know, tech and all that?
I'm interested in learning more.
Well, you can, James.
Simply how much would that set me back? Probably $50 a month.
$7 PPP.
My God. All right. Well, I would be mad not to do it. You would be mad not to do it.
Either search Down Round Substack on Google. That's probably what you're going to do, let's be honest. Or downround.net if you like to type things out.
Yep. Or downaround.substack.com if you're the type who likes, I don't know, aligning with Substack's brand incentives.
Or like if you're in your podcast app, presumably in the description we will have added a link.
It's right there for you. It's literally right there for you.
Sign up, 2 episodes a week. And it's all the hard stuff when it comes into like the premium episode. It's the hard stuff.
It's really inside baseball stuff. Don't you worry.